Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jose from Florida Vision Technology, bringing you another demonstration. So today we're going to talk about a device called Taptilo. But before we get into that, do me a favor, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this content. As always, it's greatly appreciated. So Taptilo, what is it? Well, Taptilo is an electronic Braille device that has been designed to help people learn how to do things like reading and writing in Braille through various activities. And as always, I don't want to just talk about it. I want to show you the product. So let's get right into it. So for those of you who cannot see the screen, I do have Taptilo in front of me. I'm going to do a real quick physical description of the device. That way you have an idea of what it looks like. So I'm holding it up real quick. And on the front of Taptilo, we have a 9-cell Braille display that we use to read when doing the different activities on this device. Towards the top of the device itself, we have these stylus blocks that allow us to push dots up and down to create different Braille letters. I'm going to close that real quick, reattach it magnetically. And then on the right side of the device, we have 3 physical buttons. We have a circle that we use to do things like select and go back in menus. And then we have an arrow facing the right and an arrow facing the left. Depending on where we're at in the menus, we're able to do different things. Now, on the left-hand side of the device, we have a little port for headphones. So if you're in class or you're around people and you don't want them to hear what you're doing on the device, you can do so. And then on the back of the device, we have our micro USB port for charging. So this device does have a built-in rechargeable battery, so you can use it while it's plugged in or not plugged in. And then beside that, we have a switch for our volume control. So right now I have it into the medium volume controls. On the right side of the device, we have our power button. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn it on real quick. And it takes a few seconds for the device to come on. It's like, I don't know, like 15 seconds or something like that. But once it comes on, you'll know because it's gonna make some noises and talk to you. There it goes.
For teaching mode, pair with Taptilo application. For self-study mode, press the circle button.
So for right now, we're gonna do self-study mode and we'll get into the teaching mode in a little bit. But let's hit the circle button for self-study mode.
Self-study mode. To scroll through the menu, press triangle buttons. To select, press the circle button. To return to the previous menu, press the circle button for 2 seconds. Read.
Okay, so the first item in this menu is read. That's the first activity. Let's go ahead and press the circle button on that.
Read. Listen to the word and read it on Braille display.
Very cool.
Select the categories using the buttons. Number.
Okay, so let's look at the different categories we have to choose from. So the first one is numbers.
Alphabet.
Alphabet, letters.
Short words.
Short words.
Long words.
And long words. So let's go to short words.
Short words.
Press select.
Come.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Braille display. I see the letter C-O-M-E, come. Now, if I press that right arrow key.
Yet.
Okay, let's look at the Braille display. It said the word yet out loud. And on the Braille display, I see Y-E-T. Press it again. All right, so it says the word first. And here on my Braille display, I have the letters F-I-R-S-T. So as you can see through the read activity, Taptilo is teaching me how to read the words and how to learn how to read them in Braille as well. All right, let's go back by pressing and holding that circle button. Took us back.
Read. Listen to the word and read it on Braille display. Select the categories using the buttons. Number.
Let's go back one more time. Here we go.
Self-study mode.
So the first thing that we picked was read.
Read.
So let's see what else we have here.
Trace and write.
Trace and write. Let's click on that.
Trace and write. Match the blocks to Braille word. Press the circle button to check the answer.
Very cool.
Select the categories using the buttons.
So again, we have the same 4 categories: numbers, alphabet, short words, and long words. For the sake of the demonstration, I'm just going to hit select on the short words.
Other.
So on my Braille display, I see the word other. It is in grade 1 Braille. This has the capability of doing grade 2 if needed. Let's see, O-T-H-E-R. So now I'm going to take those stylus blocks. They detach magnetically. I'm going to put the letter O on the first block here. There we go. Let's put the letter T on the second block. H The third block, and here you can see is the letter H. Let's do an E. And then we need an R to finish it up. Let's press the select button real quick.
Great. Duck.
All right, so it said the word duck. Now, let's say I didn't know how to spell duck, or I didn't know what duck looked like in Braille. I can go ahead and read my Braille display, D-U-C-K. Let's go ahead and take these stylus blocks and replicate what I see. So here we have a D. Let's do a U. Okay, here we have the letter U. C. All right, and let's get a K going on here. Make sure none of my blocks have Braille on them. Looks good to me. Let's press the select button.
Great.
Very cool.
Does.
Does. So what if someone did it incorrectly? Let's see what happens. So I'm going to put, instead of D, I'm going to put an F. I'm going to put an O. Okay. Get an E going. And then we need an S. Very good. So the word is does. I accidentally put F-O-E-S. I'm going to hit that select button. Oops.
You're so close.
So close. Let me see what I did wrong. Oh, I see what it is. Let's change that D to, I'm sorry, let's change that F to a D. Let's hit select.
Great.
There it is.
Beach.
All right, beach. Okay, I was going to move on to the next activity, but I love the beach, so let me just do this one real quick. And it's actually kind of fun. I'm in my 30s, and I'm actually really enjoying this. All right, let's see. So practicing our Braille with trace and write. Hit OK. There it is.
Great.
There it is. All right, so let's check out the next activity. Press the hold and circle button.
Trace and write.
All right, press the hold it again.
Self-study mode.
Okay, so remember, the first thing we had was read.
Read.
Let's see.
Trace
Trace
and write.
and write.
Dictation.
Dictation. What is that? Let me hit the OK button there. Circle button.
Dictation. Listen carefully and try to spell the word using the blocks. Press the circle button to check the answer.
Sounds good.
Select the categories using the buttons. Number. Alphabet.
For this, let's use the alphabet.
A.
All right, so I'm gonna put an A. Make sure my other blocks don't have Braille in them. Let's go ahead and press OK. Here we go.
Great. B.
All right, so let's make a B. Press OK.
Great.
Sounds good.
C.
And then let's do a C. So again, it's dictating the letters, the numbers of the words, and then I have to take the stylus blocks and write what I'm hearing.
Great. D.
All right, and on the Braille display itself, there are no letters, there are no dots for me to feel how it would be. I just have to know what it is and figure it out. Super cool stuff.
E.
So let's go to another activity. So that's dictation.
Self-study mode. To scroll through the menu.
All right, here we go.
Read.
We have read,
Trace and write.
trace and write,
Dictation.
dictation.
Write.
Let's write something.
Write. Write any word using the blocks and press the circle button. Taptilo will read the word for you.
Okay, now we're going to do this in grade 1 Braille. Again, this device does have the capability to do grade 2 Braille if that's what you or your student is learning. Let's write a word. I'm gonna write the word H-E-L-L-O. Is it okay?
Hello.
So it said the word out loud, and it's also showing me the word on the Braille display itself. So let's put another word on there. I'm gonna do, I don't know, let's do Taptilo, since this is a Taptilo demonstration. So now we have T-A-P, And we need another T, I, L, O. And again, I'm doing this all on stylus blocks by pushing the proper dots up.
Taptilo.
There it is. Super cool stuff. Let's check out the next activity.
Self-study mode. To scroll through the menu, press triangle buttons.
All right.
Read.
Yeah, read,
Trace and
write,
dictation.
dictation,
Write.
write,
Game.
game. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. Let's check this one out.
Game. Put the letters in the correct order using the blocks. Select categories using the buttons. Short words.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure that all my Braille dots are down on my stylus blocks real quick before we do this. And we have short words,
Long words.
long words.
Short
I'm going to
words.
stick to short words. Let's hit select. All right, so on my Braille display, I fill the letters U, O, N, P. U, O, N, P. What could that spell? Let's unscramble the letters. U, O, N, P. Let's try the word upon. U, P, O, N. Hit OK. Sweet.
Great. Upon.
Braille display just refreshed. Have a new set of letters here. Only 2 letters, N-O. Well, I mean, because we have to, unscramble the letters, I'm going to guess that the word is not no and is probably the word on. So let's do that real quick. Make sure all the brown, the other blocks are down. That's good. Let's hit.
Great.
There we go.
On.
Let's do one more. All right, so the Braille display just refreshed. I have the letters E, T, W. What could that spell? E, T, W. Let's go ahead and try the word wet. W, E, T. Hit OK.
Great. Wet.
There we go. And again, the Braille display is refreshing, gives me a whole new set of letters, and I have to figure that out. Here we have, let's see, M, E, A, G. And since we are playing the game activity on here, I'm going to guess that the word is game. E, A, M, E. Let's see if that's right before we wrap this part up. There it is.
Great. Game.
All right, so that's the game activity. And as you can see, it's actually pretty fun, whether you're a kid or an adult. So let's go ahead and see if we have any more activities. I believe that's the last
Put the
one.
letters. Self-study mode.
All right, let's go ahead and check.
Read. Trace and write.
We have read, trace and write,
Dictation.
dictation,
Write.
write,
Game.
game,
Read.
and that was it. But the cool thing about Taptilo is not only can you learn how to read and write in Braille, but you can learn how to do music Braille. So let's get into that. All right, guys, so I am no Mozart, but today I want to learn how to read music Braille using Taptilo. So let's go ahead and check that program out. So I just turned on music Braille mode.
Welcome to Braille Music with Taptilo.
Here we go.
Press the circle button.
So let's press the circle button.
Play a song.
All right, here we go. I'm digging it. All right. So let's see what's going on here. I have all the dots on my stylus blocks down. The Braille display is clear.
Can you guess what song it is? For this activity, read the music notes in Braille and use the blocks to match the notes.
Okay.
When you're done, press the circle button to check the answer.
Sounds easy enough.
If you want to listen again, press the circle button for 2 seconds. To skip to the next line, press the right arrow button. Are you ready to play a song?
I think I'm ready.
Me, re, do, re, mi, me.
So it said the different, I guess that would be scales. And here on the Braille display, I have them in Braille. So I'm going to replicate it real quick. So the first one looks like an F. The second one looks like an E. And again, this is music Braille. It's not the actual letter E. Then we have D. So let's put a D there. E. We'll put an E. We are learning how to do the song, And Mary Had a Little Lamb. We have an F. There we go. Another F. And an F with a .6, it looks like. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and hit the OK key.
Great.
All right, got that done correctly. All right.
Re, mi, so.
All right, so you just heard what it said. Let's go ahead and replicate that in the stylus blocks in the Braille display. So re looks like an E. Another E, that's good. Another E with a .6, so let's do that. F, all right. We have an H. Okay, another H with a .6. That's good, and make sure there's no Braille on the other stylus blocks. Okay.
Great. Me, re, do, re, me.
All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And again, guys, we're learning how to do music Braille, specifically the song Mary Had a Little Lamb right now. Taptilo is saying what the things are, showing it to me in Braille, and I am matching the Braille display with the stylus blocks. Okay, let's do this. F.6, and then let's hit OK.
Great.
Oh, sounds like the end of the song.
Re, mi, do.
So let's do a re. So it looks like an E. So I'll put that in there. And again, for those of you that can't see these stylus blocks, they detach and reattach magnetically. So I'm detaching them, putting in what I see on the Braille display on the stylus blocks. Okay, go. Almost done. Go. Let's go ahead and put a D with a .6 and get rid of the Braille on all the other blocks. Looks good.
Great, you've just played a song. Solfege.
Very cool.
Now let's learn about
Let's look
solfege.
at one more activity.
For this activity, read the music notes in Braille and use the blocks to match the notes. When you're done, press the circle button to check the answer. If you want to listen again, press the circle button for 2 seconds. To skip to the next line, press the right arrow button.
Okay.
No.
So we're just going to do one line of Braille, right? So let me get rid of all my Braille dots on my stylus blocks. Let's do one line. So it says do, so put a D, because that's what it looks like. Hit OK.
Great. Re.
Do, re. So let's go ahead. Looks like an E to me. So let's put an E on the second stylus block. There we go. Press OK.
Great.
Looks like an F. So let's go ahead and do that.
Great.
Very cool.
Fa.
Fa looks like a G. So let's make a G on the next stylus block. Hit OK.
Great. So.
Sol looks like an H. So let me go ahead and make an H on the next stylus block. And as you can see, again, I'm just pushing these pins through on the back side and making the letters on the front.
Great. La.
La looks like an I. So let's go ahead and push the appropriate pins. There we go.
Great. T.
T looks like the letter J. Let's go ahead and put a T. Okay.
Great. Now let's mix the notes around.
And now in the Braille display.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
So now in the Braille display, you know, it said, you heard that speak out loud, and it's showing exactly what is said out loud on the Braille display, and I can go ahead and follow that with the stylus blocks. But we're going to get into the next part of Taptilo, which is the teaching mode. I really want to show you guys that. So we're going to jump out of the music Braille mode of this device and check that teaching mode out. So let's get into that. So a lot of you guys who are teachers and parents, you're going to love this next feature, teaching mode. What is it? Well, teaching mode allows us to connect our Taptilo to an iPad that's running the Taptilo Plus application. We connect this device to our iPad via Bluetooth, where we could then go ahead and set up different things like games, and we could send custom vocabulary lists to the device. So if you have a student who is learning spelling words, grade 1, grade 2 Braille, we're able to go ahead and teach them from the iPad to the Taptilo device itself. So as you can see on the screen, I have the Taptilo Plus application right here. I'm going to connect my Taptilo to my iPad. So let's turn Taptilo on. And it's very user-friendly. For those of you who are low vision that are using a screen reader like VoiceOver, this is very accessible. So Taptilo is starting up. App is ready to go.
For teaching mode, pair with Taptilo application.
Okay.
For self-study mode, press the circle button.
So let's go ahead and
Application
connect.
connected.
So there we go. Now we're connected to Taptilo through the app. And let's see. So in the app, we have different levels of vocabulary. So we have level 1, level 2, all the way to level 5. You're able to play different games. But what I want to show you for this demonstration is how we can go ahead and create custom vocabulary lists and then send it to our Taptilo. So if we come down here to the bottom of our screen and go to add a new list, we're going to call this list animals. I'm going to type animals, hit save on there. Let's go ahead and open that list now. And let's add some words. So we'll add a new word, and we'll put the first word, cat. We'll save that. We'll put 5 different animals on here. Add a new word. We'll put dog. Hit save. So now we have cat and dog. Let's add another word. We will put the word cow. That way we have a word that has a contraction in it. Hit save. Let's add another word. The word fish. We'll hit save. There we go. So now we have 4 words, and let's add one more. Add a new word, and we will put the word bird. Hit save. Awesome. Now we're ready to go. So now let's say I want to send this word to Taptilo. That way my student can go ahead and read it on the Braille display. I'm going to go to cat. Let's click on that.
Cat.
And as you can see on Taptilo, it now has the letters CAT. But let's take a look at this window in the application. So we have practice mode, which is read. Let's see if we could select anything else here. So we have, again, the trace and write activity. We have the read activity, and we have the listen and write activity. So if we have trace and write, it's going to show them the word cat on the Braille display, where then they will have to take their stylus blocks and replicate it. We have read, so all they're going to do is see the word cat on the Braille display. And we have listen and write, so it would work like the dictation activity, where they'll have to hear the word and write it with the stylus blocks on the Braille display. But we're going to keep it for read right now. Let's see, so we have uncontracted Braille and contracted Braille. For right now, I'm going to select uncontracted. And let's say the student didn't know what the letters were, right? They had an idea. Maybe they said, oh, I think this is the word bat, B-A-T. Well, you know, it's not the word bat, so we can go to where it says check spelling. We can press it.
C-A-T.
And as they're filling the letters, they'll hear C-A-T. All right, so let's go to next.
Dog.
And as you can see, the Braille is changing on the Braille display. It shows the word dog. Again, if they don't know what the letters are,
D-O-G.
D-O-G for dog. Let's try this play audio.
Dog.
It says the word dog, so it shows them the letters. Hit next.
Cow.
Cow, right? So we know that that the word cow is spelled
C-O-W.
And again, this is in grade 1 Braille, but if I was to switch this to grade 2 Braille,
Cow.
now we have C followed by the OW sign. So now we have contracted Braille selected. Let's go to the next word. There we go.
Fish.
Fish. Let's check the spelling.
F-I-S-H.
And now if you fill the Braille display, we now know that we have the letters F-I followed by the S-H sign. Let's go to next.
Bird.
And we have B-I-R-D for the word bird. And again, we could check the spelling.
B-I-R-D.
Student could fill the letters as it's saying them out loud. And if they don't know what the word is,
bird.
Shows in the Braille, says the word bird. So teaching mode is a really useful feature to have. Whether you're a TVI or a parent and you need to work with your students on vocabulary lists, you can go ahead and do so. And then you also have other games you can play. Anyways, guys, that's Taptilo. I think I'm going to wrap up this video, but before I leave, if you have any questions about the product or would like to see any products demonstrated, go ahead and shoot me an email. My email address is jose@florida-ring.com. Again, that's jose@florida-ring.com. All right, I'll catch you later.
See you again later.